to Grady now. To Van Allsburg, back to Wagner. Wagner back to Grady to set up the offense. Now to Wagner again. Wagner takes a long three from the left side and good. A good ball movement by the Orbs that time, and Wagner up and good. Orbs up 3-2 here at the 7-minute mark. The Dutch, a little zone defense. Now Grady with the basketball here on the left side. Picks up her dribble, gets it to Wagner on top of the arc to start the offense. Kansas is going to take another three on top of the arc, and she drains it. Not known for her three-point shooting, but that's what the Dutch are giving her. In the front court now, wide open from the left side. Three-point on the way by Notham, up and good. 19-6 your score, MOC. Final 40 seconds of the quarter. Orbs, now the Wagner's pocket is picked by DeHaan, up and good. 21-6 your score, final 30 seconds. Grady now with the basketball. Gets the ball back here to Wagner, now back to Grady. Van Allsburg from the left side, back to Wagner, to Grady. Back to Wagner, she's going to take a three on top of the arc and gets that to fall. She has all 9 points for the Orbs here in the first quarter. 21-9 your score. And then, Grady checking in for Van Allsburg. Oleas inbounds the ball to Scott. We're underway here in the game again. Heemstra left open for a three from the right side and good. Good 6 points in the first quarter. Now a three here for her in the second quarter. Their first points in the second quarter. Grady now with the basketball for the Orbs. She gets across the timeline. Gets it down to Freeman, or excuse me, to Kampoff. Kampoff finds Freeman wide open under the bucket. She can't quite handle the pass. Turnover by the Orbs. Nice look down there, but just couldn't quite handle it. Scott now with the basketball in the Dutch. And the lead, 26-11. Across the timeline are the Dutch. In the corner to Heemstra. Heemstra guarded by Freeman. Orbs in a 2-3 zone here. And DeHaan down low. Good pass out, but it's steal by Wagner. Wagner pushing the tempo into the front court. And I'm going to say that ball stays there. Grady nearly got a hand on it, but it's going to stay with the Orbs under their bucket. Wagner inbound. And Oleas pulls down the rebound. And the shot was blocked. In the front court now is Scott. With the basketball to DeHaan. Left open for a three from the right side. Nothing but net. No points in the first 4 minutes of the quarter for the Dutch, but they've come out with vengeance here. 8 points here in the last 2 minutes of the contest. We got a timeout here by Coach Anderson. And it's going to be a full timeout by Coach Anderson. 29-11 your score. We'll be back in 1 minute. Picks up a dribble, gets it to Mazdown. From back to Scott. Now in the corner to DeHaan, lobs it down low to Jaslyn DeHaan. Double team, back out to Lily, left Scott wide open for a three on top of the arc and good. Now to Grady, back to Van Allsburg, to Wagner, sets up for three from the right side off the mark, no good. And Grady comes away with the offensive board. Gets the ball back out to Wagner to start the offense. To Van Allsburg, to Grady for three from the right side, good. Shot for the Orbs, getting Grady 5 points here to start the second half. Good shooting for her here early in the third. DeHaan inbounds the ball to Heemstra, nearly stolen by Kampoff, but now wide open from the right side is DeHaan for three. 38-20 your score, MOC-Floyd Valley, 2:17 left here in the third. Ball rolling around and Gergen corrals it, guarded by Shu here on the right side of the arc. Back to Hoekstra, into Oleas. Now Heemstra left wide open for a three from the right side and good. Shu's second free throw up and no good. Olsen nearly with the rebound. And that time the pass is stolen by Freeman. She puts up the ball and good. Good presence by Freeman to get in the passing lane. 48-25 your score. Murley with the basketball now to Kane here on the right side of the arc. Kane looking for the defense to commit. Now cross court pass from Klein Hessing to Murley. Back in the corner to Klein Hessing. Takes a long three from the right side. Good. Good ball moved by the Orbs here as we start. They're calling out a different play, and they're going to switch positions here. Cross court to Kane. Kane back outside to Murley for a three from the right side of the arc. Good. 6-0 your score. Sheldon just under 6 to go here first quarter. Back out top to Murley. Back to Johnson. Takes the three from the left side off the mark. No good. And Morrow nearly with the loose ball. Instead, Borey picks it up. Good awareness by Borey to pick it up. The Orbs up, back up 7 here, 15-8 by Ryan, but couldn't quite get it finished here. Final 14 seconds of the quarter. Kane with the basketball now to Murley. Murley into the front court to Johnson. Johnson open for a three from the right side. Good. 3 seconds left here. And DeHaan's going to take a half-court three-point shot off the mark. Your first quarter score, 18-10 in favor. Grow nice now to DeHaan. DeHaan to DeYoung. DeYoung dribbling to the left, picks up his dribble, gets it back to DeHaan outside the arc. Fakes a three, gets it to Grow nice in the corner. Yeltman takes a long three and good. Good defense by Johnson as well. 18-13 your score. Back out top. Good defense by the Dutch, not letting anything inside happen. Now Van Beek takes a three and good. Good patience by the Orbs to get the bucket. 21-13 your score. 5:10 left here in the first half. Guarded by Van Beek. Double team down low. Gets it back out here to Grow nice. Round side to Yeltma. In the corner to DeHaan. DeHaan's going to take a three from the right side. Good. Big center steps out, drains a three. 21-16 your score, Sheldon. 4:28 left here in the first half. Borhave now with the basketball at top of the arc. A different offense here for the Orbs. Borhave back out top now to Murley. He's going to take a three out top of the arc. Good. Murley comes outside the screen and he drains the three. Left in the half. The Orbs up 24-16. Van Beek now with the basketball out top to Murley. Murley's going to take a long three out top of the arc. Good. Defense is sagging back, and that's a back-to-back threes there for Murley out top of the arc. We're going to get a timeout here by Coach Young. 27-16 your score, a full timeout. 3 minutes left in the half. Timeout here. The Orbs get a turnover right away on the inbounds pass. Borhave with the basketball now out top to Van Beek for three and good. My statistician here to my right, Stino, says that is the 11th three of the first half between the two teams. So now Klein Hessling back on the bench. He has those 2 fouls. Murley in the front court now for the Orbs. Gets the ball over here to Van Beek from the right side. In the paint to Borhave. Back out to Murley to Johnson. Left open from the left side. Johnson's good. Quickly in the front court is Mayrose. Spin move into the paint to Van Kalsbeek, and he's going to draw the bucket of the one. Van Marl with the foul. And it's going to be Ryan's second foul. Screwed up his rhythm there. So 34-19 your score in favor of the Orbs. Now DeHaan with the ball quickly down low. Yeltman left wide open for a three from the right side of the arc, and he drains it. To Klein Hessling. Klein Hessling dribbles out top, gets it back to Murley, across to Johnson. Johnson to Murley, back to Johnson. In the paint to Borhave, out to Murley to Klein Hessling in the corner. Klein Hessling into the paint, out to Murley. Back to Klein Hessling, takes a three from the right side, good. Rattles around and falls. Back out top to Murley. Murley dribbling around the left side, finds Klein Hessling in the corner. This Borhave open underneath, but they get the ball around the arc here. Now in the corner to Johnson. Johnson lobs it to Borhave. Borhave back out to Johnson, left open for the three, but good defense by Mayrose. Leaves Murley open for three, and he drains it. Unselfish play by the Orbs. They come away with the three, and a lot of patience on offense. 2:15 and counting here in the second and third quarter. Back to MOC-Floyd Valley. The Orbs get the ball to start the quarter, up 46-32. Lodi starts the fourth quarter, giving Borhave a break. Van Beek, Murley, and Klein Hessling, and Van Marl on the court. Lodi with the basketball now out to Klein Hessling, to Murley. Murley takes a long three from the right side, good. About 3 foot behind the arc, and Murley drains another three in the ring. 49-32 your score. Murley stops the basketball, gets it to Borhave. Borhave loses the handle, gets it back out into Klein Hessling, over for a three from the left side, off the mark, no good. A big tip out by the Dutch, but Klein Hessling comes away with the ball. Out of Van Marl, back out to Murley. They set the offense. Lodi now with the basketball left side of the arc. Klein Hessling takes a long three, good. Orbs feeling from long range here tonight, 52-34 your score. Murley to get the inbounds play to go here. Out top to Johnson. Johnson to Van Beek. Van Beek with the basketball here to Johnson. Now to Klein Hessling, back to Murley to set the offense. To Klein Hessling, right side of the arc. Now back to Murley. Murley guarded by Mayrose. Down to nice feed by Murley to Borhave, front of the rim, lays it in good.